hey, we're here at 2020 Vision. Jonathan Cohen just insisted that we stand up together so we can be an alpha stand-up.
We could
clearly demonstrate his height advantage over me.
We could sit down.
I'm kidding.
Okay,
I love him. So thank you, brother.
Yes.
I'm super grateful for everything. Heart to heart hug.
Heart to heart.
Right? Super grateful for everything. And you have so many exciting things going on. So for those of you that don't know, probably most do, this is Jonathan Cohen. Jonathan is an amazing human. And we're in his space in Rhinebeck. Like, this is the Kiva, and there's goats outside, and there's startups everywhere, and limbs for children, and transformation occurring, and Idea Labs in New York having been created. So, like, for those of you out there that don't know you, what are you up to in the world?
I'm up to unsticking motherfuckers and empowering them to manifest their birthright, which is to really align with their heart and their vision and just crush it. That's what I'm in service of, and that's what I'm up to. And when I go to sleep at night, I can't believe how amazing the day was, and I can't wait to wake up to go do that again. And when I wake up in the morning, I can't wait to do my priming and get my stuff done so I can run back here and be of service and in service of people that are looking to co-create and change the world.
So, amazing, brother. And Jonathan, the impact he's had in my life has been utterly tremendous. I want to thank you for that. And he's brought me into a bunch of different things. And one of those things is this incredible relationship with Idea Labs New York. Bill Gross, by objective measure, in my opinion, is the greatest entrepreneur in the history of our country. He has 7-0 billion-dollar exits. 7. The second closest person is Elon Musk, name brand name, who's done it 3 times. Incredible genius, 7 times for Bill Gross. You made that happen, brother. Like, what's Idea Labs New York up to?
So first of all, I just want to say, you don't have to thank me for anything I've done. I want you to know that I see my future in you. So it's magnetic. Like, I saw you we were in the south of France, and you brought your son.
Yeah.
And he stood up and he said, here's my son Tyler, he's my best friend. And I was like, oh my God, this guy is unbelievable. Like, honestly, I don't have that relationship with my father. Dad, if you're watching, I doubt you're on Facebook, or Instagram, or where this is going, but I didn't have that relationship. And just for, I was in the south of France having fun, we were partying, doing all our stuff, and he's there with his son, his best friend. And I was just like, that's unbelievable. And then we were in Whistler, I think it was February was the first time I saw you, or we were in Whistler, and Tony Robbins does this thing where you can auction $1 off, and Sean Callagy was like, I'm gonna win. And a 6-figure donation to Tony Robbins Foundation, and I was like, oh my God, this guy is just all about contribution. And I knew right there, I was like, I have to get closer to this guy. And then we were at an event in New York City, and I didn't really know him that well personally, and there was a startup there, and they were pitching the startup, and he came in the room and just dropped the mic, and I was like, okay, I definitely have to be in proximity to this guy. So I see my future in you, and thank you for just being so authentic.
We're up to big things together, and I think the newest thing is that Idea Labs New York.
Yes.
And there's just crazy things going on, and I'm incredibly honored, thankful to Bill Gross, to you, to Mrs. Gross, that I'm on the board with you.
Yes.
For Idea Labs, and
Yes.
Bill Gross, the board of Idea Labs New York.
Yes.
This is crazy.
Yes.
So thank you. I'm sorry I keep saying thank you, but thank you. It's incredible. Thank you. And what is Idea Labs New York up to? And there's Energy Vault and these startups.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. One other thing is just that Bill Gross is the greatest of all time, right? 7 unicorns, which are exits for over $1 billion. And it's not the greatest of all time in just the United States, it's actually the world. So I just wanted to frame that. And what we're up to doing is this. So Bill Gross has Idea Lab, and he's been doing it for 23 years. It's okay if you sneeze. Why don't you come over here, also. Come on here. Okay, here's the dude who just sneezed, but it's all good.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. So he was at Novartis. Do you want to tell everyone just your name and your height and your birthright?
My name is Tom Flatico. I'm 5'7". I say I'm 5'8", but I'm really just 5'7". I'm here with Jonathan and Sean. Just thrilled to be here, part of the team.
Awesome. So he was at Novartis.
I was.
And the first time I ever did a social media campaign was in 2008, and I was marketing TheraFlu in social media. And we had little widgets, little TheraFlu widgets that we asked bloggers to put on their websites to be able to help moms know what the flu season was, right? Like how cool would it be to know what the flu season was? And I remember that we built this cool little widget that you put up on a website, so like you could find out like if you want to send Bessie or Frank to school or not based on like flu season. And then obviously if they got the flu, they'd buy TheraFlu, right? So we built this cool thing, we went to go launch it, and we were like ready to hit the button to launch this thing, and we got a phone call from Novartis Compliance. That was probably you.
It was not me.
Might have been,
At that same time, it was not me.
It might have been. So anyways, I'm dating myself. That was 2006. Now 2018, we're a dozen years later, and we're doing Idea Lab New York. And Idea Lab New York is an extension of Idea Lab, which is Bill Gross's Idea Lab. Bill has launched 150 companies in 23 years. Of those 150, 47 of them have either IPO'd or been acquired.
And can I drop something?
Yeah.
4% of companies make it to 10 years old.
Yeah.
4%, under 1% of companies make it to IPO or sold, under 1%. And Bill Gross had 33% going there. It's like exponential geometric descent.
Crazy. And he's also created, of that ruckus that was caused, 10,000 jobs. And so we were actually sitting in this standing, because I like to stand for my posture. How are we doing, everybody? Okay, great.
I'm keeping my shoulders back.
Yeah, exactly. We're all gladiators. So we were standing in this room in November, and Alan Morgan, who's the vice chairman of the Trillions Company, we were talking about, what do we want to be when we grow up? And we're like, we definitely want to do an Idea Lab. We want to bring one to New York and have this canvas and this campus where people can co-create and bring businesses to life with entrepreneurs who are committed to changing the world. And I remember Alan Morgan said, we could do that, but I think we're 5 years away. And that's all I needed to hear. I didn't say anything to my team. I went first to Peter Guber, who's a partner, and pitched it to Peter, and he was like, if you can get that deal done, that'd be amazing, but why would he do that deal? And I was like, okay, that's what I need to hear. So we actually, when we pitched it, Bill Gross saw his future in us. He looked at the 19 companies we've done and the progress we've made. No, he saw his future in us, and we wound up doing the deal. Now, I want to say something about Bill Gross. Oh, and then Sean came on as a partner. He's now on the board of Idea Lab New York, which I'm super excited to have you on. We're going to be out there May 7th for our first board meeting.
Cannot wait.
We're going to go to the Dodger game.
Cannot wait.
So we're
Super
gonna,
fire.
oh, yeah, it's going to be awesome. So, but here's what I want to leave everybody with, okay? Is it okay if I leave some people some stuff?
Let's go.
Okay, so here's what I want to leave you with. So you take a guy like Bill Gross, right? Who's launched 150 companies. 47 of them have IPO'd or been acquired. Okay? 7 of them were started and exited for over $1 billion. And guess what? There were periods of years where he had failures. I mean, 60 of those companies failed. And periods of time where nothing was happening, right? Like you'd have a unicorn and maybe 5 years would go until the next unicorn came. And just like, I liken it to like this, just like, what's it like when you go to the moon, right? And then you gotta come home. Right? What's it like when you win that fight and you lose the next one? Like, what's it like, returning to glory is tough. And when you have to imagine that when Bill would have success like that, and it was like maybe 3 years, and 4 years, 5 years, like where's the next unicorn? I'm looking for unicorns, right? Like where are the unicorns? But here's what Bill did. For Bill, it wasn't about creating those unicorns. It was about starting companies. It was about his head, his heart, his tongue, his foot, his wallet, all of them totally aligned for making an impact in the world. So what does Bill do every single day? Mastery. He starts a company every single day. He makes a commitment that I'm going to start a company every single day. Now, not all of the companies get formed and made and go to market, but he doesn't put his head on that pillow until he has created a new company. And that's practice mastery. And so that's what I want to leave everybody with. Like the only way to get there is to just keep on going and do your practice. And I want to thank Sean. He's been here for 2 days up at our Trillions campus, just knocking out of the park. We've got 40 people here whose lives are getting transformed by his empowering technology. And it's super cool. And I love you guys so much, both of you. And thank you for being here.
Well, it feels like home.
Yeah, take care.
Thanks, man.
Peace out.
Thank you.
Woo!